Hello and a very warm welcome to Crypto TV. I am Ruchi Sharma. Today we are going to explore how the metaverse related technologies like virtual reality can help improve the mental health. According to World Health Organization, there has been 25% increase in mental health issues since COVID-19 first hit the world. The social isolation resulting from the pandemic was one of the biggest challenges our modern society has faced in the last century, causing unprecedented constraints on people's relationships, work lives, communities, and overall mental well-being. If we talk about India, then according to WHO, roughly 20% of India will suffer from mental illness by the end of 2022. WHO estimates that in India, the economic loss due to mental health conditions between 2012 and 2030 is going to be around $1.03 trillion. The numbers are alarming, but there is a way to reverse those numbers and negate the adverse effect on mental health with the help of Metaverse. Lately, the tech industry has seen a seismic shift in awareness around the Metaverse following Facebook's rebranding to Meta and announcements about its development from other tech leaders like Microsoft, AMD, Nvidia, and Epic Games. However, its true potential lies beyond gaming, social media, and consumer technology. For one thing, therapy is this new format, could soon become the standard way to get and provide mental health care. As VR headsets grow in popularity, that same technology could soon become an essential tool for therapy that is more engaging than traditional telemedicine or mobile apps. The VR healthcare market is projected to grow at a staggering 32% CAGR through 2027 to $3.9 billion. Many healthcare companies are developing innovative new business models in the metaverse to solve current challenges. For example, in June 2020, a VR game called Endeavor RX by Akili Interactive became the first ever prescription strength video game approved by the US Food and Drug Administration to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder in children. Daniel Freeman, a clinical psychologist at the University of Oxford, has highlighted one problem he sees in the field of clinical psychology: that many patients are unable to attend therapy sessions due to lack of accessibility, including lack of transportation, rigid work schedule, or fear of stigmatization. The main advantage of metaverse mental therapy is its ease of accessibility. Being able to access mental health support without geographical limitations from the comfort of your home has already taken off with telemedicine, but the metaverse provides a much more lifelike experience. All you need is a VR headset and Wi-Fi. This new increased depth of immersion can create greater engagement, focus, and connectedness compared to other digital therapy solutions. For example, University College London has been behind a series of clinical trials using virtual reality to treat mental health conditions. UCL revealed a specialized VR intervention program that would substitute face-to-face therapy for depression, with the objective of helping patients increase their ability to exhibit self-compassion. Using a virtual room, patients are shown two virtual avatars, both a child and an adult. In the first segment, they enter the room as the adult, with the task of comforting the child until their stress is decreased. In the next segment, they get to play as the child, this time being comforted by the script of the adult. The compassionate script inside the module zeroes in on three key themes: validating experience, redirecting attention, and activating a positive memory. The metaverse could also allow individuals who suffer from issues such as social anxiety or agoraphobia to engage in an environment that feels very real. This could push them outside of their comfort zone. In turn, they could start to make some valued connections with other people. The UK's National Health Service, for example, has already used virtual reality to treat social anxiety. Besides, it has indicated that virtual reality has the ability to promote empathy with individuals. Similarly, those who are experiencing loneliness could potentially feel more socially included by entering the metaverse. In the virtual world, they will have the opportunity to meet with people from all walks of life. They can connect with others who share similar passions and interests. In the right environment, This can have positive impacts. When some people experience a traumatic event, they may have a natural response that creates an intense fear, reactions to sights, sounds, or other elements that remind them of the trauma. This can cause them to avoid situations that include those triggers like the sound and sight of fireworks for someone with PTSD due to military combat. As you expose yourself to triggers through virtual realities, you have the chance to confront your fear in a safe environment. This is where virtual reality exposure therapy becomes a much needed tool to help individuals confront a variety of psychological issues. So let's understand what is virtual reality exposure therapy. Virtual reality exposure therapy is a form of exposure psychotherapy that uses technology to help decrease the intensity of the stress responses one might have to situations, thoughts, or memories which provoke anxiety or fear. According to Dr. Daria Kuss, lead of the Cyber Psychology Research Group at Nottingham Trent University, virtual reality exposure therapy can be a fantastic tool to help individuals affected by a variety of phobias, depression, psychosis, addiction, eating disorders, as well as post-traumatic stress disorder by gradually exposing patients to the triggering, feared, or trauma-producing stimulus in a safe space like the virtual environment in the metaverse. This virtual reality exposure therapy is considered a game changer in the mental health sector. A randomized controlled clinical trial reported that patients who received VRET experienced a decrease in PTSD, depression, and anger symptoms. Over 5,000 studies reveal that VR has an uncanny ability to diminish pain, steady nerves, and boost mental health. It's so impactful, it can lower psychological symptoms and reduce stress hormones for 12 months after treatment, all without drugs and their unwanted side effects. Brennan Spiegel, Director of Health Services Research, says virtual reality can help access internal reality. VR is far more than a new treatment. It's a new treatment paradigm. Beyond mental health, VR could also make waves in the billion-dollar chronic pain market. For example, opioid-free therapeutic startup Applied VR recently received FDA approval for its tech after a clinical trial demonstrated successful reduction of pain without the use of drugs. That's not to say that all VR therapy is bulletproof. As with all emerging tech, there's still a lag between innovation and good quality research. Many metaverse-related complaints we've heard within the past year have circulated around the idea that a more immersive internet will be more addictive than the one we live in now, thereby preventing us from embarking on healthy, socially engaging lifestyles. However, the practicalities and flexibilities of VR are already proving that the metaverse will also make mental health treatment more accessible and even more plausible for people to access, giving it a very positive use case. Lastly, I just want to add that anyone can be affected by mental illness despite their level of success or their place on the social food chain. In fact, there is a good chance you know someone who is silently and rather secretly struggling with it, since nearly 20% of adults face some form of mental illness in their lifetime. So let's be kind to one another and embrace the advent of virtual reality and metaverse-related technology to achieve higher level of internal peace. And always remember, mental health is a process, not a destination. This is Ruchi Sharma signing off. Keep watching.